Atlanta has a heartbeat. It's a city that never sleeps, always alive with energy and movement. It's the rhythm of the streets, where every corner has a story to tell and every block has its own unique vibe. It's the pulse of the clubs, where the music is loud, the lights are bright, and the dance floors are always packed. And for a long time, DJ Unk was the DJ keeping that heart beating strong, making sure the city never missed a beat. He wasn't just making music. He was crafting anthems that resonated with the soul of the city. He was shaping a culture, influencing not just the sound but the very essence of Atlanta's identity. Unk's sound was raw, energetic, and undeniably Atlanta. It was a sound that could only come from the streets of this city. Unk's influence on Atlanta's hip-hop scene was huge. He was a pioneer, a trailblazer who opened doors for many. He brought a new energy, a fresh perspective that invigorated the local music scene. He wasn't afraid to experiment and push boundaries, always looking for new ways to innovate and inspire. And he inspired a whole generation of artists to do the same, encouraging them to find their own voice and style. Unk's music wasn't just about the beats, though. It was about the stories he told, the messages he conveyed. It was about the stories he told, stories that were deeply rooted in the experiences of his community. His lyrics reflected the streets of Atlanta, capturing the essence of life in the city. He spoke to the struggles and triumphs of everyday people, giving a voice to their hopes and dreams. And he did it all with a swagger and confidence that was contagious, making everyone around him feel like they could achieve anything. Unk's music made you want to get up and move, to feel the rhythm and lose yourself in the moment. But it also made you think, reflecting on the deeper meanings behind the beats and lyrics. He was a true artist, using his platform to shine a light on his community and inspire those around him. DJ Unk was more than just a DJ. He was a cultural icon, a symbol of what Atlanta represents. He was a voice for the voiceless. He was an innovator, a leader, and a true representation of the spirit of Atlanta. Walk It Out. 2 words that defined a generation. This wasn't just a song. It was a movement. It was a call to action. Walk It Out was more than just a catchy hook. It became a cultural phenomenon. The song was infectious. You couldn't escape it. It was on the radio, in the clubs, and blasting from car speakers everywhere. But Walk It Out was more than just a party anthem. It was a representation of Atlanta's vibrant hip-hop culture. The song's success was a testament to Unk's talent. He had his finger on the pulse of the streets, and he knew how to create music that resonated with people. Walk It Out became an anthem. It was a song that brought people together. It didn't matter your background, your ethnicity, or your social status. When Walk It Out came on, everyone was on the same level. DJ Unk's journey wasn't paved with gold. It was a path filled with challenges and obstacles that he had to overcome. He came from humble beginnings, growing up in a neighborhood where opportunities were scarce. He grew up in the streets of Atlanta, a city known for its vibrant culture but also its struggles, and he saw firsthand the struggles of his community, witnessing the daily grind and the fight to survive. But Unk had a dream that was bigger than the circumstances he was born into. He wanted to make music that would inspire people, music that would tell the story of his life and his community. He started out small, DJing at local parties and clubs. He honed his craft, learning the ropes and paying his dues. And slowly but surely, he built a reputation for himself, becoming a well-known name in the local music scene. Unk's big break came when he met Atlanta rapper Pastor Troy, a pivotal moment that would change his life. Troy recognized Unk's talent and signed him to his record label, D-Boy Entertainment, giving him the opportunity he needed. This was a pivotal moment in Unk's career, a turning point that opened doors to new possibilities. It gave him the platform he needed to share his music with the world, reaching audiences far beyond Atlanta. And the world took notice, embracing his unique sound and energetic performances. Unk's unique sound, a blend of southern hip-hop and crunk, quickly gained popularity, resonating with fans everywhere. He wasn't afraid to experiment and push boundaries, always looking for new ways to innovate. And his music reflected the energy and grit of his hometown, capturing the essence of Atlanta's spirit. Section 4. Unk's Universe, a sound all his own. DJ Unk's music was more than just beats and rhymes. It was a window into his world. He painted vivid pictures with his lyrics. He told stories that resonated with people from all walks of life. Unk's music was raw, honest, and unapologetically Southern. He had a way of capturing the essence of Atlanta's streets. His sound was infectious. It was impossible to listen to an Unk track without nodding your head or tapping your feet. His beats were heavy, his lyrics were catchy, and his energy was undeniable. Unk's music transcended generations. You could blast his songs at a party full of teenagers or a barbecue with old heads, and everyone would be vibing together. His music wasn't just about having a good time, though. Unk wasn't afraid to tackle tough topics. He spoke about poverty, violence, and the challenges faced by his community. Section 5. Collaborations and connections spreading the Southern sound. DJ Unk's influence extended far beyond his own music. He was a connector, bringing together artists from different backgrounds and styles. He collaborated with some of the biggest names in hip-hop, including T.I., Young Jeezy, and Lil Jon. These collaborations weren't just about making hit records. They were about building bridges and showcasing the talent that was coming out of Atlanta. Unk was a champion for his city. He was always willing to lend a helping hand to up-and-coming artists. He understood the importance of mentorship and using his platform to uplift others. Unk's collaborations weren't just limited to music, either. He also worked with athletes, actors, and other entertainers. He understood the power of collaboration and using his platform to make a difference. Section 6. Overcoming obstacles. Staying true to the grind. DJ Unk's journey wasn't without its challenges. From the very beginning, he had to navigate a landscape filled with hurdles and setbacks. He faced setbacks and obstacles along the way. There were moments when the path seemed almost impossible to tread, but he never gave up on his dreams. His passion for music kept him going, even when the odds were stacked against him. He stayed true to himself and his music. His authenticity resonated with fans and kept him grounded every performance. He never took his success for granted. Each accolade was a reminder of the hard work and sacrifices he made. He understood that it was a privilege to make music and connect with people on such a deep level. His fans were his motivation. Unk's work ethic was unmatched. He was always in the studio, always creating, always pushing himself to be better. He was always in the studio, always creating, always pushing himself to be better. His relentless pursuit of excellence set him apart. And he did it all with a smile on his face. His positive attitude was infectious and made the journey enjoyable. Unk's positive attitude was infectious. He brought joy to everyone around him, making the grind seem less daunting. He was a joy to be around. His energy and enthusiasm were contagious, lifting the spirits of those he worked with. And his energy was contagious. Whether on stage or off, DJ Unk's presence was electrifying, leaving a lasting impact on everyone he met. Section 7. A lasting legacy. Unk's music lives on. DJ Unk's passing was a loss felt throughout the music industry. He left behind a void that will never be filled. But his music continues to live on. His songs still get played in clubs and on the radio today. They still have the power to get people moving and make them feel good. Unk's legacy is about more than just music, though. He was a trailblazer who helped to shape the sound of Atlanta hip-hop. He was a mentor who inspired countless young artists, and he was a voice for the voiceless who used his platform to shine a light on his community. DJ Unk's impact on the world will never be forgotten. He may be gone, but his music will continue to inspire and uplift people for generations to come.